Or toll free at 888-545-9282. Your state, your home, your voice. Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 7:37 back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Good morning to you. It's Bert. Speaking of voices, listen for the unmistakable voice of one Somerset Patriots manager emeritus, Sparky Lyle. When you hear Sparky's voice, 14th caller to the contest line, you're going to go see a Somerset Patriots playoff baseball game. That is so much fun. It's a week from Friday, TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. And when you hear Sparky's voice, grab that phone and call. And if you're the 14th caller, you will be the winner. We got that coming up in just a little bit. On this Tuesday morning, you know we always get together with Barry Blank, National Estate Jewelry Buyers in East Brunswick. He happens to be standing by right now on the Miller Lite Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline. And good morning, Barry. Happy New Year. How are you?
Happy New Year to you, too. Shana Tova, as they say in Greek.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And, you know, it's true.
It means a good year. It means a good year.
Boy, we could all use that. That's for sure. You know, they say that great minds think alike. At about 3 o'clock this morning, I forwarded you an article I found about gold coins that were found in a theater basement in Europe. And sure enough, you sent to me, let's talk about these gold coins that were found. But for someone who's not familiar with the story, this is a very significant find, isn't it?
It certainly is. There were hundreds of gold coins. They were doing the archaeologists were in the basement in Italy of a very, I don't know how old the theater was, but it was pretty old. And they found this cache of gold coins, a couple of hundred of them at least. I don't know. They didn't release any pictures of the coins that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
The picture I saw was just them sitting in the ground still. But they think this might have been a bank or something where they put them there for future. Well, I guess they never got to use them in the future, but or in the present. But that's what happened, and these have to be identified. They were given over to, I guess, the state. I'm not quite sure. Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I was just imagining, what if somebody showed up in East Brunswick with these and said, how would you go about evaluating these? There are some things in this world that are truly priceless, and you cannot. Can you put a dollar sign on something like this, Barry? Is it even possible?
Well, you can put a dollar amount on anything.
Man.
Sometimes, it's conjecture. An evaluation or appraisal is really determined upon similar, like things that have successful sales results in a public venue, which means usually it means at public auction.
I don't know. Where would you start the bidding at something like this? I mean, this is like a once in a lifetime find, right?
It may never hit the market, because if this belongs to the state and the state takes it, the state of Italy, that would be
unbelievable.
Then what you got is a whole different story.
Yeah. And maybe not quite on the same level, and probably not on the same level. I'm sure every once in a while you hear about things that people find. You know, maybe they'll move into a home and find something there that's of tremendous value. The house that I grew up in used to be owned by a family that owned a car dealership in town. It was a Pontiac dealership, and the rumor always was, well, they're hiding the money here somewhere. It's got to be around here somewhere, which, of course, we never discovered. But that does happen sometimes, right?
Yeah, it does happen. There are a number of stories that I personally remember.
Share a few. I'd love to hear them.
Well, I had a client who came in with a bag of coins, a huge bag of coins, and I said, wow. I said, where'd you get these? This is going back like 15 years. Well, my dad, who recently passed, just kept telling me, didn't say what was behind the mirror, but he kept saying, look behind the mirror, and you'll find it.
Wow.
And I guess he should have said more than that, but they took every mirror off the wall, and the only mirror left on the wall was the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. So when they took it off the wall, they used a flashlight, looked down. He had been dropping coins and proof and mint sets behind the wall for years.
Wow.
And I guess it was safe. But, like, even in my childhood home, I hid a box of silver dollars in my room, the floorboards under the attic. And if anybody wants to look up my address, they can go searching.
Wow.
But I often wondered, and I went to, just when I was about 25 years old, the house was sold. My parents moved to Florida, and I said, yeah, I'll go look for it. I put my hand under. I looked and looked and looked, and then I couldn't find it. Then I forgot to go back.
Wow.
So that's a true story.
How about
probably $10 or $15. It's got to be a couple of $100, you know?
Pretty awesome. And thinking about the guy who was hiding things behind the vanity, behind the mirror in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You think about it, not a bad place, because if someone is going to ransack your home, chances are they're not going to say, let me look behind the mirror in the bathroom and see if there's something there.
Definitely not. The first thing they're going to do, as we talked about before, is go into your underwear drawers, go into your freezer, go into your closet, look under your shoes and your shoe boxes.
Or some people make it nice and easy. They keep a jewelry box and you just pick it up and walk out, right?
Yeah,
That happens too,
I don't
right?
like jewelry boxes. We don't even sell jewelry boxes.
Understood.
Now, the last thing I have to share is a personal friend was cleaning out her husband who had passed her things, and she picks up a shaving cream can, and it doesn't feel like a shaving cream can. Well, it was one of these hidden saves. Be really careful with this. It felt funny when she jiggled it. It sounded metallic. Turned out it unscrewed, and inside this regular label, looking like a shaving cream, I sold for her $40,000 worth of Patek Philippe watches.
That is amazing.
And it was
Wow.
3 watches or 4 watches in there. So, it's good to hide things, but you gotta tell somebody where it is.
Right. It's those 3 little words, Barry. You never know, I guess, right?
Never know.
Wow.
Never know. I had a client come in with, I don't know if you know what a binnacle is.
A binnacle, I don't.
A binnacle is something on a sailboat that has the compass inside it, and it stays level all the time. No matter how the ship turns, the compass is always flat on the horizon.
Okay.
Well, there are clocks made like this, too, that also they turn and they stay flat with the horizon. Well, this client found 2 wooden boxes. Inside these wooden boxes were very, very rare ship's clocks, and he found those in the attic of a house.
Man, they had to be worth a fortune.
They were worth hundreds of dollars.
Okay.
At the time, not that, maybe $1,000 for the 2, but things. My father found a painting in the garbage once. I still have it. If anybody wants to see it. It's one of the most ugliest paintings. The artist was a Russian guy named Vlady, an artist. He was a Russian Jewish man who painted in Mexico. Go figure that one out. And I have it in my office. It's quite large. Somebody put it on the curb, and this is going back 20 years ago or more. And it's very ugly. It's called La Gorda, and it looks almost like a person who looks like an animal, a lion, but you can make it out, but I can't even. I found things on the artist, but I can't find a valuation on it. I've been trying.
Interesting. A week from Saturday, Barry, my town is having their town-wide yard sale to benefit the local first aid squad. Maybe I'll just go for a walk around the block and maybe I'll bump into a Van Gogh or something. You never know, right?
I have a cousin who found a $17,000 painting at a rummage sale.
I'm gonna canvass the neighborhood, I think, next Saturday because I don't know what I'm gonna find. But hey, of course,
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. On Tuesdays, of course, don't forget about the free evaluation days that are happening at National Estate Jewelry Buyers. So do stop by Route 18 North, East Brunswick, next to FedEx office. And he said it. Let's say it again, Barry. You never know. You never know what someone's going to walk in with there or is going to find in your store, right?
You never know.
Good stuff. I'm going to follow that story, too, on these gold coins that were found because I really want to see how this plays out. I mean, it's things like that make our conversation so interesting every week when something like this is discovered in the world. We've talked about rare diamonds and coins and paintings, and this is just something that's brand new. So we're going to follow how this plays out. Barry, thank you as always, and great to talk to you, all right?
All right. Catch you next week.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks a lot. All right, Barry.